November 3, Bravo Golf, India. Over.
Roger, Bravo Golf, India. And what's the name?
Roger, Bravo Golf, India. And what's the name?
Name is Carl, Charlie Alpha Radio Love.
Yes, sir, Carl. And whereabouts are you located, sir?
Yes, sir, Carl. And whereabouts are you located, sir?
I'm located about 55 Roseville, southeast of Pittsburgh, PA.
Roger that. And what radio are you running today, Carl?
Roger that. And what radio are you running today, Carl?
Running 599 Eagle.
Roger, 599 Eagle. Okay. And would you be interested in our setup? If so, we suggest that you, depending on the age of that radio, is that a fairly new radio or an older radio?
Age of that radio, is that a fairly new radio or an older radio?
Well, the Eagle's been out since about 2010, 2011. They made it right before, they actually, for all practical purposes, Tech went out of business. I bought this radio in 2014, new from Tech.
Roger that, Carl. I'll tell you what, why don't you give me about 10 seconds or 15 seconds, tell me about your antenna system, and I'll see if I can find a better path for us, Roger?
And I'll see if I can find a better path for us, Roger?
Roger.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me about your antenna system in about 10 or 15 seconds.
Tell me about your antenna system in about 10 or 15 seconds.
Let me rephrase that. Tell me for about 10 or 15 seconds about your antenna system.
For about 10 or 15 seconds about your antenna system.
Yeah, Carl, you're going to have to transmit, bud. That's the only way I can find you in the maze of stuff, you know. So just tell me about your antenna system.
So just tell me about your antenna system.
About 20 feet with the Tech 599 Eagle. That's the station, over.
Hey, Roger, Carl, I got you on my PA SDR, about 15 over, but it comes and goes, and I do have quite a bit of static today for whatever reason. So, would that radio have an adjustable transmit bandwidth, a TVW? Have you ever seen an adjustment for your TVW?
Have you ever seen an adjustment for your TVW?
Yeah, but it doesn't, isn't the bandwidth adjustment for receive, not transmit?
No, this is for transmit. It's called TVW, transmit bandwidth. And it's, kind of a feature on the newer radios, but I didn't know exactly where your radio might have fit in with that. The newer radios usually have about 3 different TVWs that you can select from, going from, say, 100 to 2900 on down to lesser capabilities, but the older radios did not have that. They were fixed like at 2.7, 2.6, around through there. So what we want to do is operate in the widest transmit bandwidth that transmitters got to prevail on, because the wider the TVW, the greater the frequency response of the upper end of your transmitter. So we do suggest that one, if possible, run in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, or the highest transmit bandwidth they have. Roger?
Transmit bandwidth they have, Roger?
Roger, well, I have 6 kilohertz in the upper AM. I have 600 hertz for CW, and 2.4 kilohertz for sideband.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, then 2.4, you'd probably be locked in at about 2.4. I wish I had a little bit better copy on you, but I don't. Anyway, I'm assuming that you do have a compressor processor, and we suggest that be turned on and running about a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, depending on how it's labeled. Roger, just a third of the capabilities of that compressor processor.
Of the capabilities of that compressor processor.
Well, it goes up to 15. So I have on a 5 out of 15, which is about a third right now.
Yes, sir. That sounds good. Now, move to your ALC meter, and with mic gain in hand, as you say the word audio, stretch out the ah, and adjust the mic gain until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3, whichever comes first there. So again, adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3, and you know, if you need to adjust your mic gain to make it run that way. Roger?
Need to adjust your mic gain to make it run that way. Roger?
How do I know if my mic gain's that high? My mic gain's right on 50 right now, which is the default for the radio.
Yes, sir, but as you look at your ALC meter, you want to turn your mic one way or the other to where the ALC meter is running 2/3 or 7, whichever comes first. You know, you want to be just to the right of middle on that ALC meter, or 7, you know, depending on how the ALC meter is labeled.
7, you know, depending on how the ALC meter is labeled.
Roger, well, just a minute.
Yeah, you can hold that out if you wanted to, and it's real easy to adjust that mic gain to put you right on schedule on that ALC meter.
Put you right on schedule on that ALC meter.
Okay, how is it now?
Sounds pretty good. Why don't you tell me the best thing you like about your radio there?
Good. Why don't you tell me the best thing you like about your radio there?
I like the Eagle very much. I have my gain set on 53. How's the rig sound?
Sounds beautiful. I think you have a nice curve there. Could use maybe just a tad more top end. Maybe 2 clicks of treble boost. About 2 clicks of treble boost additional from where you are, Roger.
2 clicks of treble boost additional from where you are, Roger.
Do you know how to get to your equalizer?
Do you know how to get to your equalizer?
Okay, how's the coffee now?
Roger. Did you manage to hit those that treble control for an additional 2 clicks boost from where you were?
Treble control for an additional 2 clicks boost from where you were?
Well, I just turned the mic gain up a little bit. It's always in.
Now, you don't want to do that because you just set your level back on the ALC meter. See, the ALC meter is the Bible for your radio. And once you set that level, then that level stays the same. You just, wanted to go to the equalizer portion and crank in a couple of clicks of additional treble equalization, but not your mic gain, because that was set, when you did the audio and adjusted it on your ALC meter, Roger?
The audio and adjusted it on your ALC meter, Roger?
Yeah, well, I don't know where the control would be on this radio to adjust the setting for the treble on that tone, if that's what you're talking about. I don't see any control on here, anything on here to control it on the label on the radio. But I have it set up on 50 or 53 for the mic, and have the gauge set, the speed bosses set on 5 out of 15.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm sure if you wanted to check in your owner's manual about adjusting the tone of your microphone, it would be called equalization, EQ, or tone control, one or the other, and it would tell you where that is, how to get to it, and how to adjust it. And you need probably about a couple of clicks of more treble EQ from where you are. So just make note of that, plus 2 clicks treble boost from where you are. When you find out how to get to your equalization page, Roger?
When you find out how to get to your equalization page, Roger?
Roger,
Oh my God.
how does the rig sound otherwise? N3BGI for ID.
Yes, sir, Carl. It sounds really good, sir. Your dynamic range looks to be about right. We're looking for about 3 dB dynamic range, which means your average percent of pitch modulation would be about 80 to 85%, and that sounds good. Like I say, but you do need that treble boost just a little bit to increase your articulation. And if you want to hear your radio, we are recording now, so if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording, and it'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,000 Qso-Vlog air check recordings, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Recordings, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger?
Roger, that's pretty deep, but you can't play my recording to me now, can you?
I missed that one, Carl. Noise got you. Try one more time, buddy.
I missed that one, Carl. Noise got you. Try one more time, buddy.
You can't play back my recording of myself to me now, can you? N3BGI.
Negative. We're recording to go to YouTube by noon tomorrow, and you can hear it, by going to YouTube and doing a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, and that'll take you to this recording. Roger?
Logbook, and that'll take you to this recording. Roger?
Roger, we like working here, and hope to work again on your N3BGI. 73 from Dunbar, and I thank you for the check and everything, and have a good day. N3BGI of QRT. Thanks for the QSO and everything, and 73. Happy Memorial Day.
Roger, Carl, 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog Net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.